r/AskReddit by Redmond Dtes. Ex-prisoners of Reddit. What is something about prison that a lot of people don't know? A lot of people don't realize how much trading goes on inside. It's not just cigarettes. Everything has value, from ramen noodles to stamps. The barter system is huge, and sometimes it feels like an economy all on its own. How loud it is all the time. Damn near deafening. Never went to prison, but got arrested before, and spent a few days in jail. Chained next to a guy that was a repeat offender, and taught his girlfriend, who also got arrested with him, sign language. Neither are deaf, they use it to signal each other in between cells. I always thought that was pretty interesting. Can only speak for Australian prisons, but the food can be incredible if you're lucky, and they let the prisoners cook. Every chef is on drugs, and will eventually spend time locked up, so you can have the entire kitchen of a prison be top class chefs. Seriously, the best crumb chicken I've ever had in my life was in Pentridge in the mid-90s. So crisp and full of flavor. 25 years, and I've never had anything which has come close to how nice it was. Wish I know who cooked it, so I could visit their restaurant, lol. Edit, and hope you never end up somewhere that outsources it, because not even stray dogs would want to eat that crap. It's a lot more relaxed than people would guess. Common knowledge of prison has come from media that dramatizes the conflicts and violence. There is conflict and violence, but unless one places themselves in a position to be targeted, it's unlikely they will be. You meet a lot of people in there you really wish you didn't meet. Not a former prisoner, but used to work in a job that involved the prison system. The sheer volume of paperwork prisoners do every day. Everything they do, everything they request, almost every little interaction with the facility involves paperwork. How normal a prison can feel, almost like any institutional setting, hospital, university, etc., with people hanging around, shooting the shit, going to work, going to class, until suddenly it very much doesn't. The California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation is almost self-sufficient. They make almost everything they use, food, clothing, all that. Prison is mostly boredom, trading items to get by, and staying alert to avoid trouble. The mental toll and overcrowding make it harder than people think. From my husband or best friend. From the color of the uniform to the color of the walls, every detail of a prison was thought about and placed to keep your mind numb and institutionalized. Cell phones are extremely easy to get, and contrary to popular belief, it's not just the correctional officers bringing them in. That's actually less common than you think. Not a lot of people want to risk their job and benefits for their family for a bit of money. And inmates don't want to risk being thrown in the hole for trying to proposition an officer. They also don't want to be seen talking privately to an officer and looking like a snitch. There's other ways contraband can get in. Drones dropping contraband into the yard is common nowadays. There's also the old walking up and throwing it over the fence. My spot let inmates drive cars for certain jobs, sometimes even off prison property. We also had windows that opened and could be taken completely off by unscrewing some bolts. Every night after count, a group of inmates would go out the window and grab alcohol, cigarettes, cell phones, and the big one was actually food. Usually dropped in a huge duffel bag in the woods behind the prison. A lot of them got picked up by their wives/girlfriends and hung out for a few hours. I know someone who got their girl pregnant while doing that. When correctional officers noticed she was pregnant during a visit, he was put in the hole and investigated. Not sure what happened after that. Eventually someone snitched, and 4 of them got caught. Here's the news article. It's boring as fudge. You take whatever tobacco a sex worker has smuggled in, and you agree to only smoke it once an hour. But that hour takes like 48 hours. Here in Wisconsin, there's a volunteer organization that trains guide dogs. All guide dogs in this program are housed at a prison and trained by an inmate for a portion of every dog's puppy raising process. There are a lot of talented people in prison. Artists who can draw sexual pictures are popular. There are genuinely nice, decent people in prison who just did stupid things. Prison is damn noisy. 24/7. You get used to having no privacy, or using toilets in front of cellmates, or having officers see you shower. Many inmates abuse the medical system to get strong painkillers like Lyrica or other drugs, which can give a high if taken in larger doses. There are good education opportunities in prison if you avail of them. Some inmates even get limited access to laptops to do open university courses, etc. No internet. Lifers get more perks than temporary prisoners. They have nothing to lose really, so they are kept happy. Some prisons have Netflix, etc. No choice as to what they put on, but still. Some prisons even allow old Xbox 360 or PlayStation 2 consoles. Trusted prisoners often work as counselors and get training by the Samaritans. They save lives by helping prisoners cope, especially new prisoners. Suicides happen maybe once or twice per year. Prison becomes normal very quickly. You get used to the restrictions and just get on with it. You only reform if you really want it. Being in prison itself doesn't make it happen. Prison honestly isn't a good solution. For every person that comes out better, 10 come out worse, and with no fear or prison and better criminal knowledge or connections. Going back to work after getting out from a long sentence is hard. You get used to being lazy and surviving on little money. You kinda reject societal norms once that society has punished you so severely by taking years of your life. Island, by the way. That's all, folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.